Don't buy real estate to hedge against inflation. I'm Tim Diesel, a commercial real estate consultant. Today I want to talk to you about buying real estate as a hedge towards inflation. So don't buy bad real estate to hedge against inflation. That's kind of where we want to be clear on. So if you have an opportunity where you're going to buy some land or an office building, whatever it is, and it's a decent investment where maybe the return is not superior across the board, but it's okay. It's an all right deal. It's not going to get you into too much trouble. That's definitely something to consider. Now that would be a smart play. Now, don't just buy anything. And this is where you're going to see a lot of people get into trouble here in the next couple of years. You might see news reporters talking about how devastated the town is and whatever the case is, and how could this happen to these people. And it's sad, it's terrible, but it will happen because you're going to notice. I'm sure if you look around you, you'll notice people are just getting into anything they can. They're buying anything they can, and it's not necessarily the smartest play. If you see something that is an opportunity, jump into it. Now, a lot of us are talking about, or we're seeing, many people are seeing overinflated deals. The funny part is they're still getting bought up by investors and by single family homes, by first time home buyers or whatever. So everyone recognizes the market doesn't make any sense, yet everyone's buying it. How does that makes no sense, absolutely no sense at all. So when you see something like that happening, you've got to take a step back and say, okay, is this a solid investment? And if it's not, I always talk about this, don't buy anything. Don't do anything. If you can't find a good deal and you've tried the strategies that I've given you, or maybe you've learned somewhere else, then there's nothing for you to do. Stop. Don't feel like there's going to be a fear of missing out on an opportunity or something. Don't do it. Just don't do anything. You're better off, because you can't get into trouble if you don't do anything. If you maybe buy a retail space or maybe an apartment building and you can't raise the rents anymore, and your plans, your calculations are wrong for whatever reason, now you're in a bad deal. Now you're going to be in a real tough spot, because the only way to get out of a bad deal is to sell your bad deal to someone else. And now you have to either take a loss or somehow wait until this thing turns around. So it doesn't make a whole lot of sense there. Another way to look at it is, if there is no other way for you to expand kind of your net worth, I guess at the moment, it's not necessarily a bad thing. And just because the opportunity isn't there right now, it doesn't mean it won't be there next week or next month or next year or whatever. So, and think of this concept of, and if you get nothing else from this video, I want you to get this. Sometimes you'll be investing for 3, 4, 5, 6 years, and one investment takes your career over the edge. It just does it. You don't need to do a lot of investments. You just need to get one solid deal properly done, right? You need to get one owner financing deal. You need to get one deal that cash flows like crazy. And that's kind of what you're looking for. So you're going to see a lot of craziness happening right now. And their inflation is what they're scared of. Again, if there's nothing to do, just hang on, sit tight. Don't get into bad deals. That's kind of the premise of all this. It's kind of what I'm trying to indicate for you guys. So you get into a bad deal, it's very hard to get out. And it's going to be extremely difficult to get out of as the rates go up, because the next person has to buy your deal that you got at a decent interest rate. Now they're going to have to pay more for it. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.